When someone buys retail cabinets, what's actually happening behind the scenes? Where does their money go?
Okay, good question. So when somebody buys retail, they're typically walking into a showroom. There's more overhead associated with that showroom. So the money's going there. The money's often going to two-step distribution. So the cabinets oftentimes will be delivered to the address of the dealer and staged until the contractor or homeowner is ready for them. That's a big chunk of what happens when you buy retail. Also, in a retail showroom setting, your designer or someone from that firm might come out to that job 3 or 4 times to measure before you place the order. You might make 3 or 4 visits to that showroom to go through the finishes thoroughly. All those things take time and money, and rightfully so. They need to charge more at a retail establishment to be able to service that kind of client.
What's the biggest myth about wholesale cabinets?
So the biggest myth about wholesale cabinets is that means cheap cabinets. That's not at all what it means. You can wholesale stock cabinets or RTA cabinets that don't have much flexibility and that are on the lower cost end of the spectrum. Or you can wholesale premium cabinets like we do. Wholesale does not imply cheap or a lack of quality. That's the biggest myth.
Can homeowners actually buy wholesale cabinets?
Homeowners can absolutely buy wholesale cabinetry. And the reason is it has more to do with how you buy it than who you are. So if you can order and select your items remotely via samples that get shipped to you, working out of a PDF catalog to select options and features that you might want, remotely discuss your project with the designer. We can have the cabinet shipped from the factory direct to your job site and plan it accordingly when you need to receive them in the proper timeline within your project. So ordering cabinets wholesale has more to do with how you order it than who is ordering.
Some people think buying wholesale means that you're on your own, less help, less support. Is that actually true?
It's different kind of support. Wholesale purchases, we can support you thoroughly in a remote setting. We can walk you through options using PDF catalogs. We can ship you samples. We can spend time with you throughout the design process. And then again, you can order the cabinetry and have it shipped directly to the job site and pay a wholesale rate. If you are more inclined to be a retail buyer and you need to, like I said, have somebody come out and measure a few times, go into a showroom a few times, have somebody coordinate the delivery for you, stage the cabinets in a local setting before you are ready for them, that's a retail customer and you're going to pay more for that.
So when someone buys direct from iCabinetry Direct, what kind of support do they really get?
Have you ever tried to buy something from a really big company and get a hold of them afterwards? It's really tough. A lot of these companies are not set up to service the customer after the sale. You can get a hold of us after you purchase just as easy as you got a hold of us in the beginning. We're there walking people through the process all the way to the end because we want them to be satisfied. We want a referral. We want a review. And we're a small firm. We're a family-owned firm. Every kitchen's important to us. We want to take care of the people that order from us. So ordering remotely has nothing to do with how well you're going to be serviced. From the very beginning when they contact us, a customer gets responded to instantly. They don't have to, respond back instantly, but we want to make sure that we're putting the effort out to respond instantly to every inquiry that comes into iCabinetry. And then those that, we want to meet on your schedule as soon as possible to discuss your project. So you can set an appointment to discuss thoroughly your project with the designer, walk through the details, the specific types of cabinetry that you want, when you need the cabinets delivered, who's going to be installing the cabinets, how do you make your design choices, how do you design a kitchen remotely. We can walk you through all that stuff, help answer your questions about the features and benefits of each different product that we sell, the interior bells and whistles that are going to go into the cabinets. Our designers are expert designers, trained in the product, been doing it for multiple years. In many cases, their service better than a retail showroom situation.
Let's start simple. Explain RTA cabinets, stock cabinets, semi-custom, fully custom. What's the actual difference between these 4 categories?
I love this question because this is something that people just don't understand. They think cabinets are the same. That's like saying all cars are the same, RTA cabinets are exactly what they mean. They're ready to assemble. That means they're unassembled. IKEA is probably a high-end RTA product. Most RTA product it's globally sourced. It comes from overseas. And, it's not bad for what it is. One needs to be able to have the skill set to put it together. Stock cabinetry, it's assembled typically, and it's on hand. It could have been brought in as an RTA product from, globally sourced, or it could have been built locally. Stock cabinetry is very limited in sizes, so there tends to be just a few colors typically and just a few door styles. You don't have the options that you do in the next level up, semi-custom. So in semi-custom, you have more ability to customize a product. Almost all semi-custom product is made in the States, and you have the ability to adjust widths and depths and heights and colors. You can even do any paint color now these days with most semi-custom products. So you get more door style and finish flexibility. You get more sizing options with semi-custom. Because of that, it takes a little longer. The RTA and the stock, people can get on site in 2 weeks. Semi-custom is typically a 4 to 6 week process. And then there's custom. There isn't much you can't do with a custom product. And as far as sizing, custom stains, custom paints, it's generally higher quality overall in how it's made. So that's the top tier product. The premium product is custom.